What's up?
Chase, obviously you got the big win back in July. I'm just curious how, kind of important it was to just get back in the win column and kind of, build the confidence again.
It was huge, man. Obviously, for my career, for the mental framework, for everything. The win was big, man. It was clutch. So, like we had spoke before and said, all we needed was just a little spark, and then we're gonna light this thing up and keep the ball rolling.
Have you felt the difference, like in training since? I mean, has it really changed things, your mindset, your feel?
No, I try not to let the outcome of a fight dictate, those aspects of my life, because I don't want to get back into the habit of letting outcomes control every other variable that I have going on. And so, like, the win was great, but we still train the same way, and wake up looking forward to practice, and waking up and looking forward to just everyday life, and got all those pieces in place that I need to have in place in order to perform the way that I want to perform, and enjoy the process along the way.
Absolutely. And 4 fights this year. I mean, a busy year. So how's that scheduling been for you? Is that the way you hope to keep it moving forward, or has it been a little much?
I normally shoot for 4 fights a year just because my bank account requires it with my spending habits. So, I usually need 4 fights, but I'm looking forward to getting this fight over with, and then and going home or going back to Mississippi and spending some time with my kids and my family, riding my motorcycle, doing a little hunting, getting, some good home cooked Southern food, and relaxing, put my feet up and letting the body recover. Get back on, I was going to spend all November back home in Mississippi, and then I'll go back to Florida in December and get back on it and get ready for the new year to roll around. So.
Nice. First up, of course, Josh Parisian. I guess, what are your thoughts on him as opponent, and what do you think of the matchup?
I think it's I think it's great, man. I'm excited. I really am. I'm excited about this fight. I was telling Dom today in our interview, when I go and look at film on fighters, usually I try to take 2 key kind of elements and break it down. What can we take away from this person? Is it their body that's going to break first, or is it going to be their will? And I think when we look at Josh Parisian and his fights, the cat, he didn't really. I don't think he particularly got to the UFC on a certain skill set as far as that goes. I think he got to the UFC because he's got a lot of heart and he's very durable. And so when looking at the fight footage, I know that his will is gonna surpass what his body is capable of enduring. So I'm gonna go out there and systematically take my time and pick this guy apart and inflict as much damage as possible to where he has no choice but to crumble. You know what I mean? And it doesn't really matter what your will is. The body can only take so much. And so that's kind of what we're looking at here. Not to really go out there and look for the finish, but when it presents itself, it'll be there.
He seems to think fight of the night potential between you two. He was kind of a fan of your style, and he thinks the two of you together, fight of the night potential. Do you think, is that the way you're looking at it as well? It sounds like you think it might be a performance of the night.
Maybe both, Hey. Hopefully it could be both, you know what I mean? I ain't got nothing but respect for the guy. I think it's going to be a fun fight. I really do. I think I'm going to get to show off a lot of different of my a lot of my skill set is what I plan to do, and some things that people haven't seen before, and I'm looking forward to it.
Last thing for me, another win here. You kind of get things going in the right direction. So you're going to take a month off, and then I guess what's the plan for next year? Build on this momentum and another 4 fights next year.
Man, I haven't really thought that far ahead. I'm just looking at the task at hand, and once we get done with this, then we'll kind of see where everything is going, and and we'll take it from there. But like I've said before, just staying in the present moment and being right where my feet are. I'm not really concerned about like, oh well, how many fights am I gonna get to have next year? I'm fucking concerned about this fight Saturday, and then we can worry about all the other, things that come after.
Hey Chase, you said bank account needed 4 fights this year, but you got $50K in your last fight. Did you do anything fun with that?
I bought another Harley Davidson. I bought these Gucci's. Nah, I put some money away. I put some money away. I saw Sean Shelby at a pool party the following day, and he was like, "Look, man, save your fucking money. Save your money." I'm like, Sean, you're like literally here with like 3 females in a booth by yourself and just got bottle service, and you're telling me to save my money? Okay.
Thank you.
All right, y'all have a good one.